Hey team. Oh, welcome back to Ixion. Forgot what the hell I was playing. That'd be like sector space. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Running preliminary diagnostics.
Alright.
Severe hull damage has been detected.
Don't like the sound of that.
Similar traversal. Hypothesis. Each vol jump causes irreversible damage to the Tiqqun structure.
That sounds comforting.
Predictive modeling suggests that 4 more vol jumps are possible before the Tiqqun breaks apart.
Great.
New mission objective established. The Protagoras possesses coordinates of the habitable exoplanet Remus.
Well, let's grab those and go.
We must find the Protagoras in order to reach our destination.
Alright. So, we now have things to do, things to grab, probulations to do. First and foremost, let's find a source of iron, just to be on the safe side.
Has arrived at its destination.
Oh, what was that? Space weather. Sectors, we're not worried about sectors. Workplace safety is pretty explanatory. Space travel is whatever. In the planetary systems you will travel to, large-scale weather events can occur. Navigating through them can prove challenging, and they may have an impact on the Tiqqun and its fleet. Weather events are represented as a wide marked area displayed on your planetary system map. A Tiqqun and its fleet will not be affected as long as they stay out of these zones. When inside these dangerous areas, be aware that whilst the Tiqqun will be able to sustain some damage, your fleet may not be so lucky. Sensors have picked up some unusual readings from the surface of Falcon 74. Sending a team to investigate may allow us to learn more about the mysteries of the universe. This is the Eisenberg's crew. We have landed on Falcon 74. Gravity is approximately 4.57 meters a second squared. The atmosphere is corrosive. Without shelter, we estimate our survival time to be 2 hours and 27 minutes. At the site of the unusual reading, we found a huge geyser emitting gas that quickly solidifies in the cubic particles upon exposure to the planet's surface. Detonate strategically placed explosive charges will provide samples for collecting with minimal effort. Although not subtle, the Eisenberg's crew can set up and execute this quickly. The Eisenberg's team will set up a temporary study center within the shelter of a light habitat module. Carrying a geological survey with the assistance of a drilling rig, the team will require additional resources supplied via cargo ship. Once the survey has been completed, the team will upload the results and abandon the center. Setting up infrastructure capable of supporting exploration and geological analysis will allow the Heisenberg's team to map the site's topography and molecular composition. Despite being a time-consuming approach, the team will analyze a large amount of data with the help of a dedicated PA. Yeah, let's go with the safest route. We about to switch those then, to be honest with you. That annoys me that the Pelican's at the top of the list and not one of those two. Alright, beyond that, what do we need? We are trying to get this waste center done.
A probe has completed its scan.
Very nice. Gotta balance some science with probulations. And of course, getting these bodies out of cryo, which always requires more food. Alright, we got 12, a negative 12, with one pumping out constantly.
A probe has completed its scan.
Oh, now what? The Tiqqun has left the solar system. The crew is convinced that they will never again see the stars that saw them born. This necessary step will unfortunately accentuate dead Earth sickness. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. At least we lost that one from staying too long, so at least that is not a permanent modifier, even though it said it was, which I assume just meant permanent, as in that map.
You can implement a new policy.
Cool. I don't have one to implement, to be honest with you.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Sheltered by the installed infrastructure, the Eisenberg's team carefully studied the anomaly. Several theories on geysers and precipitation phenomena have been established, providing valuable mission data.
Administrator.
Alright, cool.
A new
cool.
request awaits your attention.
What you got, what you want. Alright, so now we need a new search point. Looks like there's one there. What do you want? Crew members are worried about the number of hazards we are coming across in space that were previously unknown to us. We would like reassurance that the exploration of the Immortan system will be conducted safely. Promise no member of the science team will die. Ugh. Promise the science team casualties will not rise above 5 while in the Immortan system. We don't know what awaits us. Well, I'll take the middle ground. We'll lose no more than one science ship. He says, knowing that's probably not going to be the case. I gotta train 30 colonists. Okay. Alright, we got the waste system down at least. Now what are we doing? Waste to water to crops to mushroom wall, doesn't matter. We need to run this ring out. That's a bigly boy, but that's alright. We need it. Give it to me. Probe has completed a scan and discovered a point of interest. Let's turn that off first and see what happens when we turn it on. Alright, what else we got around here? A lot of polymers at least. Come on, build this up. We need to get rid of this waste.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay. It has arrived at the dog. Our probe has detected a distress signal near the asteroid of Dog 202. We reached the asteroid. The mining ship Shiptel was adrift nearby. It appears to have been pierced by a fast-moving object, killing its operator instantly. The external markings indicate the Shiptel was a mining craft of the Protagoras. That's just highly rude. How are you gonna shoot a miner, man? That's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up right there. Still trying to build this damn thing? Jesus. Right? Electronics are always a good thing to have more of. So are polymers, though. So.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Good Lord. How the hell do you get injured in an insect farm? Are you Nicolas Cage? Are the bees attacking your eyes? Like, good Lord, man. Alright, fusion station is good for industry and water. But what I think we need to start doing is moving to another sector to build out food bay, more or less. Is the thought behind that.
Ship team has completed a task.
After clearing away the shattered remains of Shiptel's operator, the Eisenberg's crew was able to retrieve navigation data from the ship's onboard computer. Determine the cause of the Shiptel's destruction. I can tell you the cause if it was hit by a fast-moving object. No big, but kind of explains itself, don't you think? This needs to go back to silicone. How are we making out on this waste dumping? Still tight, still at 100, because it takes what, like 10 cycles to do this? Shit. Might need 2 of those boys.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Shiptel was intentionally hit by a projectile. After careful investigation, the Eisenberg's team discovered a fragment of a shell bearing the emblem of the UN and the word Entimanaki. Well, that's just super rude. Leave the Doge. Will it be able to make it through that cloud? Interesting. Plymouth 37. Food is falling again. Okay, we got polymers rolling. Pretty stable, actually. That one's still headed to it, so that wouldn't make sense to do that now, would it?
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
What did we find? Our probe has detected the presence of cavities beneath the planet's surface. Readings are picking up from this chamber are similar to those from strong nuclear reactions. We have landed on Plymouth 37. The opaque atmosphere lets in hardly any light. Geological formations on the planet's surface resemble giant emerald waves frozen in time. We have set up near the location of one of these cavities. Seems like it's the same thing as the other planet, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll set up their infrastructure to keep my little buddies nice and safe. Crop farming is set. Mushroom walls, then cell housing, then legislation. And just those two buildings over there. Problem is I don't have any ice baby.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
A group of crew members are complaining about the high level of smoke and noise in Sector 2. The well-being of the crew is a condition for mission success and must be balanced against maintaining efficient industrial production. Let's shut down factories in Sector 2 for 10 cycles. Alright then. Let the silence be golden, I guess.
Neocont protocols have identified a new planet suitable for our colonization test program.
That one? DeVille? Right. Well, I haven't even made the colony trainer thingamajiggle, so we got some time for that. But we got some time. Really, it's got to make 2 trips? Oh my book. Why are you this way? Still opening up bodies, man. Still opening up bodies. Jesus. Jesus, still opening up the bodies. That's hilarious. What do we need? 4 more cycles? Alright. I mean, there ain't much to do but just chill and watch. I should be good to go there. Let's grab whatever that is just to keep the production cycle going.
Caution. Hull integrity below 50%.
Meh. It ain't that big of a deal.
A probe has completed its scan.
Are we good to turn? Nope, still got a day.
A probe has completed its scan. An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Of course it has. 13 crew members. Yeah, that's not ideal now, is it?
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Now what?
A science ship team has completed a task.
Let's deal with that first. Our team was able to survey one of the many crystalline cavities beneath Plymouth 37's surface. Inside these gigantic geodes, huge crystals are bathed in exotic and corrosive gases. Despite the hazardous environmental conditions and disorientation caused by the cavity's kaleidoscopic nature, no incidents occurred. The team was able to draw new conclusions about subterranean nuclear activity and its impact on the formation of the crystalline structures. Cool. As we were preparing to take off, we spotted a geological formation that appears to house some sort of cave dwelling. We are requesting permission to investigate the site. Science away, little buddies. I can only lose 5 of you, so try not to die, please. Oh my god, what are you doing in the infirmary making meth? It appears as if bodies were healed just in time to be filled back up again, or rooms were cleared just in time to be filled back up again. Alright, we're running. What do you want? Those who suffer from DOLOS sickness experience intense nostalgic melancholy according to Munchie care protocols. Forms of escapism could affect crew members. Sector 1 could or would benefit from an alternative life center. Alright, well, let's grab that and that then. We'll need some space to build. Assumptively.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright. After approaching the supposed location of the troglodyte dwelling, They were revealed to be nothing more than optical illusions. This effect was caused by the light filtering through the thick fog of Plymouth 37's atmosphere, leaving the planet behind. Alright, so we need whatever that is there. Let's plug that in. I'm going to need food compensation over yonder. Regulations, what do we got? Something over here, so looks like two things to grab. Why are you still giving me 465? $467. Does that work? Is that acceptable? Do you find the need to be a dick for no particular reason? I mean, I can't possibly stuff more shit into there, so good. Deploy the entire team in reinforced exoskeletons. Technology required exoskeletons. Oh. Well, okay. If I exit this, does it... Okay. Well, then let us grab, let's see, science ship, exoskeletons. Enter cryoponic pods to survive certain emergencies during expedition.
Population transfer complete.
Deep dive apparatus. Alright, we're gonna get those three things for our science ship, just to be on the safe side. Mushroom wall. It's cool. Could do that. Yeah. Used for the waste besides electronics, but it seems okay to use it on electronics. I'm trying to get this alternative life center, but it's just taking forever. Sorry, guys. Alright, we got it.
Awaits your attention.
Administrator, the crew members feel that their quality of life is important to you. The fact that you've had time to provide them with entertainment alongside your other numerous responsibilities has led some to believe that you are, in fact, not human. Perhaps instead a new generation of PA or a genetically superior being. We both know that this is nonsense. Yes? Yes, we do. Okay, so we got what? Deep dive for gas planets, then we'll do the cryopods for the majiggles. And we'll head back to Fargo over here and use this. Okay, let's see. Probe scans have picked up an emergency message broadcast on a DOLOS frequency. However, the transmission protocol is different to the ones used by the Tiqqun and its auxiliary craft. Window of opportunity appears to be opening. A temporary cessation of the winds of Fargo 39 has given us a clear zone in which to operate. Took advantage of the drop in wind speed to descend and land on Fargo. Gravity is intense and several of our measuring instruments have failed. Despite the extreme hostile environment, we're preparing to make a sortie to the signal location. Using the exoskeletons, because that's what they were designed for. Fun fact. Okay, beyond that, what do we need next?
DOLOS would like to remind crew that procreation with the purpose of giving birth is strictly prohibited.
But procreation cannot be used for breed, only fun. No breed, only fun. It's fucking ridiculous.
A probe has completed its scan.
No breed, only fun. Yo, I'm running out of space all around. This is getting ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, and they're still having problems with getting the waste done.
A probe has completed its scan.
Waste protocols are not strong enough. I need another factory. Oh no, this is getting ridiculous.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I'm sure it has. Alright, let's see what we got over here. We have arrived at the source of the signal transmission. We found a cargo ship of an unknown class that bears a resemblance to those we use on the Tiqqun. It's emblemed within. It's embedded. Wow. Embedded within the rock face below a large promontory. The high winds are making it balance unstable. Can say promontory. Cannot figure out how embedded works in my mind. Team will attempt to repair the EKP engine and utilize cargo ship's autopilot system to launch it into orbit. Minimizing risk. Risk is our business. My iron factories are just jammed up. I can't keep up. Or well, they're overproducing, so maybe I only need one at the moment. I do need more food though, and housing apparently. On that note, there's probably got to be better housing, I would assume.
A probe has completed its scan.
You would have to assume there has to be better housing. Power's getting tight again.
science ship team has completed a task.
We've returned to the Eisenberg, Recovered data has been secured and analyzed. As for the cargo ship, she almost broke up leaving the planet's atmosphere, but it seems to have held up okay. Well, if it held up okay, it didn't almost break apart. Mind.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Oh, things that are not ideal for 1,000, Trebek. Now, will somebody get healed before they end up dead? That'll be the question of the day. You're off to a Valiant 71. Deep dive apparatus, and now we're on to the emergency poods. And then what? And then what? And then we'll go back to cell housing. I could put another med bay in there if I need to. Why are you under extra hours conditions? Could you not? Rabble. Alright, looking good. Get that waste running. Can't fill out the food because it is
a science ship has arrived at its destination.
A broken cargo tray. The planet Valiant is dead, devoid of activity of any kind. However, scans have located the remains of a ship in orbit of the planet. The wreck of the UN warship Huizinga orbits a Valiant 71. In a twist of fate, it seems that after hunting down DOLOS survivors, it fell to something even more dangerous than itself. We have a visual cluster of UN emergency cryopods drifting towards Valiant 71. If we don't intervene, they'll end up in the planet's atmosphere and be incinerated. We cannot forgive the actions they took. We will not attempt. Instead, we'll focus on destroying the wreck of any valuable salvage. Attempt to recover only the closest pods, reducing the risk of endangering the Eisenberg. This required maneuver is dangerous, but would allow the Eisenberg to recover all pods. Or the team of the Eisenberg will study, anything that sounds research-based. That's what we're picking. If they wanted to be alive, they wouldn't have been dicks. That's kind of what it comes down to. Yes, let me rescue the assholes that want to shoot us. That sounds counterproductive to life. I do not have enough housing. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to go into another area. This is what's gonna happen.
A probe has completed its scan.
That is what we are teetering on here. Mean 60, 20, 40 bodies. Man, we could. Wouldn't hurt to do so. I mean, it would hurt the ship naturally, but She's a big girl, she can handle it.
A science ship team has
The
completed
Huzinga's
a
hull has
task.
been punctured by many small telluric objects that orbit at high speed around Valiant 71. However, some of the hull punctures cannot be ascribed to this alone. Though mostly destroyed, the technology on board are significantly more advanced compared to those of the Tiqqun. The team's mission reports will provide useful data and support our own ongoing research and development initiatives. Sounds like a plan. Let's grab that science goo. We'll hop over to all this. We'll leave that shit. Let's go to Mac R. Yeah, it's getting tight and I don't have enough food to facilitate this anymore, so it is time. It is time to move to a new sector.
A probe has completed its scan.
Our choices have been made for us.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, Mac R, what you got? Probe sensors detect traces of DOLOS EKP signature near Mac R. Tracking its trajectory, it appears to have entered the planet's atmosphere. Coordinates of the potential crash site have been established. Planet's surface temperature is extremely low. Reaching the crash site, the Eisenberg's team found the remains of a science ship frozen in the ice. Thaw the ice by venting the Eisenberg's fuel cells. That sounds stupid. Drill through the ice and navigate the wreck using a borescope. Set up excavating equipment. I mean, naturally, that sounds like the most intelligent of the choices. And since it requires resources, I'm going to assume usually the best as well. Assumptively. Alright, what are we working with? Okay. So the name of the game is going to be making 3 our food place. I kind of want to get into cropping, so we will do that somehow. How are we going to play this out? That'll be a start for now. Really? That way first? Of course it would. Of course it would.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Many of the crew are malnourished according to Nikon Bargerville predictive theory. Production will soon fall. Yeah, I'll get your food. Calm thou'st titties. I was trying to make it neat. So now that we made it neat, let's see how this is going to play. Be annoying. That's how it's going to play. Should have just waited a moment more. I could have done it once, but no. Was a fussy little bitch. Those times when you gotta jump up and then you come back and you don't remember what you were doing. That's one of these times. Really, my guy? What the shit? I guess, whatever. I did not make this easy on myself. I sure did not. Okay. So here's the deal. Damn, why you gotta be a long boy? Just a little long. Just long enough to be a dick. Just long enough to be an asshole. I wanna see how it's gonna be. Now these can do what? It said 40 water a cycle, 15 ice to 40 water every cycle. Do we have any idea on doesn't even tell you. Come on now, tell me, give me numbers. Give me numbers, man. It requires some water to do a thing. That's as descriptive as I can get from the game. Love it. We don't need to be building that yet, so let's calm down there.
Ship team has completed a task.
All usable components from the wreckage have been conditioned and prepared for extraction. Eisenberg's team was able to recover data that revealed the cause of the ship's crash. Named the Amber Place, the ship belonged to second-generation Taurus-class superstructure called Protagoras. Following the same sort of attack by the Endomanaki, a UN ship, the Amber Place attempted its emergency landing on Mac R. Coming in too fast, it was almost completely vaporized on impact. The crew manifest has been recovered. Alright, so we got science going on there. What you got for me here? Something new?
Administrator.
What?
We have collected and analyzed enough data to locate the protagonists on the planetary system map via probe scan.
Cool. I mean, fucks that I don't give are immense, by the way. In case you were curious, which I'm assuming you were probably not. Alright, so with that stripped and ripped, now we just need to get these resources cleared out slowly but surely. Science has been slurped. Tetra V8. Should add a V8. Alright, as it sits then, let's rip you out of where you're supposed to be. Plug you in here for the moment. I have a feeling that's not going to work for me. Got the sinking suspicion that's not going to work out how I want it to. With the discovery of the Entamonaki's attack on the Protagoras, many of the crew theories about the UN's animosity towards Dolos have been confirmed. The crew has been shaken, learning that they were struck with the seal of banishment by the former authorities of Earth. This will increase the prevalence of dead Earth sickness in the Tiqqun. Oh, great. Just what we need. More bullshit. Cell housing. Houses up to 125 members and minimal quality accommodations. No thanks. We're at least gonna give our boys some kind of dignity, Jesus.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
What's up? Where are you at? You're over here at Tatch or whatever. Our probe has detected an electromagnetic signature from an operational DOLOS device. It appears to be the unidentified cargo ship navigating among the hydrogen and helium clouds of Tatra V8. It is not responding to communication attempts. Extremely violent hurricanes move through the atmosphere of Tatra V8. We are having difficulty maneuvering and fear that we may be struck by lightning at any moment. We have successfully located the cargo ship. It does not appear to have noticed our presence. Well, let's see what it is. Assuming it's a cargo ship, considering it's what it says it is. What if it's a ghost ship? The spookies. The spookies.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Of course it has. Alright, they're still happy. They're neutral. They're happy. 465 seems like good housing at the moment. They're neutral. Actually, how much room do you have? Because I can't fit any more into you. 375. All right. Don't know why I did that, but okay. That should do for now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cargo ship is of DOLOS design. Its
A probe has
decals
completed its scan.
indicated belongs to the protagonist. Board that bitch. Let's see what's up. Now the protagonist. Why are you starving? Shit. Are you really that hard up on food? I guess so. What we need to do then is we need to stop EU for the moment until we get this segment worked out.
A probe has completed its scan. Ship team has completed a task.
Boarding the cargo ship was successful. Inside, the team found a PA piloting the ship. Our team will try to extract information from the PA. They need food bad. For the next meal cycle anyway.
Science ship team has completed a task.
Pythagoras was hunted by the Antimonaki. The UN was ruthless and systematically investigated all areas of space they knew the Pythagoras to operate in. A key part of their plan involved infiltrating Dolos from the inside and sowing dissent among the Pythagoras crew. The mutiny forced Pythagoras to stop in this system for longer than planned. The rebels gained access to a command terminal and transmitted the Pythagoras' exact coordinates to the Antimonaki. That's when my parents put me in this body and left me here to play with the wind forever. Okay. think I just killed a cargo ship, maybe? I'm not sure how that works, to be honest. But what I do know I need, firstly and foremostly, alright, well at least I got enough food for the last round. Need more, though. Why are you negative? Why is my hull integrity so low? Oh shit, let's turn you on, I guess. Now the question will be, what do I do with you? I think it was ice. That's where ice, baby.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Cargo ship is on its way to the Tiqqun. Okay, fair enough. Picking up that science. And with that, I think we'll end part 1 of chapter... Was this chapter 2? Yeah. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. Not pretty. Either. It's pretty abysmal, actually. Not doing so great. Doesn't feel like it anyway. But until next time, friends, stay safe out there. Have a good day. And we will be back to continue in a little bit.